Hey guys, it's Brad. I figured I'd give a quick video, and this one is just gonna have to be in the dark because if I turn on the light, I look completely pale and all you can see is my eyes. So I'm pretty excited right now because I just joined a gym. It was a really good experience actually because I went there and I got to sit down and talk to the manager and ask her a bunch of questions that I had about the gym, and pretty much seemed to fit what I need it for. I don't really need anything special, like a pool or anything like that. So it's pretty good. It doesn't look like it gets too crowded, which is also good. It doesn't look like there's a lot of meatheads that go there. Also good. And I actually decided that I wanted to tell her that I was trans. Just because I didn't want to get misgendered, and I wanted to kind of get a feel for the culture and what the clientele was like. So after she told me about that, I was like, okay, I just kind of want to share something with you. And I told her that I was trans, and she was totally receptive of it, totally cool. She asked me a couple questions. I was sort of curious how it was going and how I was feeling with it. And then I always find this funny, but whenever you tell someone you're trans and they kind of want to relate to you, she told me that she had a brother who would be here for a month. He lives in San Francisco or whatever, and he's gonna be here visiting, and she was like, he's gay and he would be a really great person to talk to and hang out with, and it's really nice. I just think it's kind of funny that everyone, I don't know how to explain it. It's nice and it's good. It's not the same, but it's a step. Anyone that's involved in the community, I'm sure, gets it, so I'm sure she gets it. The way she reacted, it seems like she does get it. She didn't misgender me even after I told her I was trans, which was nice because sometimes I fear that you tell people and then they'll still want to slip up and misgender you, use the wrong pronouns. That didn't happen. She actually correctly gendered me and said that I was a good boy when I told her that I didn't drink coffee. So that was good. She was totally cool with me putting Brad down on the paperwork, even though my name's not legally changed yet, but that's also big news. I'm getting my name legally changed. I have my hearing on October 11th, which is National Coming Out Day, ironically enough. So that's all pretty cool, I think. And going back to the gym part, I have this physical assessment with this trainer guy who was really fucking ripped and buff, and I was kind of intimidated, but I feel like I'll have to tell him too because I don't want it to be awkward and uncomfortable. I want the gym to be my time, so I need to make myself as comfortable as possible. I'm gonna be binding and maybe packing, but I don't really want to, when it comes to my body, pretend that it's something that it's not at this point. I don't know, I guess for me, when it comes to other people knowing, and when it comes to my body composition, it makes more sense if I tell him. So that way we can kind of track my goals more scientifically. I'm all about getting results, and I think that being honest with myself and with other people who are going to try to help me to get there will just make it easier in the long run. So just got to get over this little hurdle of telling him and seeing how he reacts and how he treats me. When I talked to him a little bit today, he was saying man and all that stuff, hey man, or thanks man, see you later, blah blah blah. So I don't think it should be a problem. People in this area are pretty open and accepting regardless of what you tell them, which is pretty much my experience, at least. So yeah, I'm excited. I must say I'm a little nervous. I don't think that I'm going to work with a trainer, but they give you this complimentary assessment, so you do all different sorts of workouts, and then they take your measurements and all that stuff. So it'll be definitely good to track my progress. This is a really good step for me. Ever since I moved here, ever since I started taking tea, or I've always been like, I need to join a gym, and I finally took that first step. It's not like I was avoiding it or procrastinating, it's just that I didn't think that, I don't know, I always got wrapped up and never really set aside the time to go. And now I finally went, and I'm gonna do this thing. I'm gonna really start carving out something to stick to, so that I can start seeing results, hopefully 4 to 6 weeks down the road, which 4 to 6 weeks flies by now that I think of it. Like, yesterday was 7 weeks on tea, and that doesn't feel like 7 weeks, so I'm pretty excited to see where I can get and how fast I can see progress. Just gotta stick with it. It gets tough with work and travel, but I have no excuse now. I have this gym membership, I gotta use it. So changes on tea. I posted a little bit on Tumblr for those that follow me there. My voice is getting a little deeper for some reason right now. Sometimes at night it actually gets a little higher. During the day, in the beginning of the day, usually it's the deepest. I think that's just because the way the testosterone peaks and valleys throughout the day, although it shouldn't really be peaking and dropping that much throughout the day since it's a shot. It should be peaking and then going down throughout the week. So I don't know, I just had my 4th shot yesterday morning. The shots are getting easier. Yesterday I didn't hesitate to put it in, I just put it right in, but I did have this like weird muscle spasm like while I was getting the needle in. It was really a weird feeling, and when I was done giving myself the shot, I felt like I was going to puke and pass out, so I just ended up not going to work. Whoops. My girlfriend was also in town too. Just saying. Hair growth. I noticed that my thighs are filling in. Treasure Trail is filling in a bit. Upper lip hair grows back a lot faster. Have to shave that because it doesn't really look that great if I keep it, so I just shave it. I have a little bit of chin hairs, but other than that, no sideburn growth yet. I think my face has changed a little bit. I don't know, because I see it every day, but my girlfriend tells me it has. Other than that, I wanted to report that I haven't really experienced any emotional changes. It's all just been pretty steady. I would say that I feel happier overall. I don't really feel depressed or really think about stuff that gets me depressed. Probably because I don't really have enough time to. But I feel happier overall, and that's good. I don't really have an increase in sex drive. Before tea, I didn't really feel like I had much of a sex drive except for when I'm with my girlfriend. Which, yeah, I don't know. I just don't feel like I don't really think about it. And maybe it's because we're long distance and it's like sex isn't really an option a lot of times, so it's probably something to protect me. I just don't think about it a lot, so that way I'm not going crazy. But yeah, I haven't really felt that much of a difference, and that's okay, because I know it's not like a dysfunction, it's just how I am, I guess. What else? Oh, I kind of been noticing that like I do have more muscle mass. I haven't really worked out in like 3 weeks, because the last time I did, I kind of messed my back up, and it's still kind of giving me a problem, but I'm just going to start up anyway. Because I can't not work out anymore. But I do notice, like, in my arms, they feel thicker. I just feel like I've gained a little bit more weight without really even doing much. So it's probably just muscle mass getting added on. I noticed some fat redistribution. The fat that I do have is kind of going just to my belly, and so I gotta make sure that I do some cardio to get rid of that, because I definitely want a six-pack, or not a crazy one, but you know, something that's gonna not look like what I have now. Let's see. Name changes, gym. Those are the big updates right now. Other than that, work is getting easier to deal with customers because my voice is just low enough right now where it's a lot easier to be perceived as biologically male. Although I was misgendered this past trip a couple times. But I didn't care who she was or how much more experience she had than me. She said, she called me she in front of someone else, and I just straight up was like, I'm a guy. So, and then she was like, it was like real awkward for like a minute or two. Then I just stood my ground and we moved on. It's fine. It's kind of weird, like, I never really imagined myself to be the type to really stand up for myself and really assert how I want people to treat me. But I noticed that if I do it, and when I start doing it, it just makes life so much easier. Like, you make that other person feel awkward or whatever the fuck they want to feel, not you. If you're the one that's comfortable in the situation, it's just so much better for you. That's why I told this lady at the gym, because I didn't want to be all silent about it and have my experience at the gym be a bad one, because I know I wouldn't go if I felt uncomfortable. I need to feel comfortable in situations, so I gotta do what I need to do in order to feel that way. And if you think about it, it's not really that hard to just open your mouth and stand up for yourself. So I don't know, if anyone out there is really questioning on who they should tell or if it's a good idea, I would just ask yourself the question, will it make you feel more comfortable if you let people know, for whatever the situation is? I mean, sometimes the answer could be yes and no, and that's okay. But you just have to think about what's going to be better in the long run for you. And then whatever that answer is, I would go with that. Because even though it takes some cojones to stand up and say, look, I'm a guy, and take no shit, or, you know, don't let them tell you otherwise, it's worth it. And it'll just be a lot easier down the road if you take that one small step now. That's what I've found out. It could be different other places, but people can't argue with you if you tell them who you are. They don't know. They don't know any better. So that's what I would say. I don't know. I feel like there was other stuff to talk about, but once again, I've done it. Made this video longer than 10 minutes. So, I will probably post another video. Let's do October, early October. Give it a couple weeks, see what's happening. Until then, check me out on Tumblr. I'll be posting some updates there, maybe some pictures, maybe my voice if it changes. And yeah, we'll see what the progress is come October. Alright, later.